Hey, good morning, guys. It's now time for the Okeechobee Fishing Report, and I'm telling you, we've got a lot going on right now. You know, we're gonna be. I got 2 trips today, so I'm going out this morning, taking my boat out this morning. Gentleman, is coming over here to experience the BigO, and we're gonna start fishing probably about 7 o'clock. And I tell you, fishing was good yesterday. I did a ride along yesterday. We probably caught. We went out about 8:30. We were back in at 12:30 and we caught over 30 bass. Fishing is very, very good right now. Caught a lot of real nice ones. Didn't catch a monster bass, but we did catch a lot of those 3-pounders. I mean, just some really good fishing. And but today, you know, I got to get all the poles and all that stuff ready for the kids tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, June the 16th, and tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow morning we'll be fishing with the kids out at the golf course. And I got to thank Bella Martin's Marina for furnishing all the bait and everything out there. And Marta at Everglades Federal Credit Union. Couldn't put this thing on without her. The help that she gives us for the fishing part of this. And Everglades Federal Credit Union, I tell you, they step up every year. Alan J, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, they always help us out with this thing. And Joy and Jordan State Farm Insurance. She helps us with everything. Been a partner of ours for a long, long time. But anyway, got a trip this afternoon. I'm going in their boat. They're going to be here for a week. So I'm going to show them some places where they can catch a few fish. And I kind of show them around the lake, show them how to get their boat up and down out in the shallow water. Going to go out in the lake a little bit and fish some new water today. And looking forward to that. And I'm telling you, fishing is just off the charts. I found some shellcracker beds yesterday, folks. I'm going to try to catch a few of those this morning. Gentleman asked me if we could fish for some bluegill a little bit, the one I'm fishing with this morning. And so I definitely want to do that. I told Deb, I said, I'd love to have a day off when I could just go catch some shellcracker, because you don't see them every day. You see a lot of bluegill, but all these were shellcracker, and they're nice ones. I mean, they're in 5 feet of water, and they look big, so I cannot wait. The best way to catch them is get some worms. Do a little split shot rig, throw it out there, let it get on the bottom. That's the best way to catch them. Bluegill a little easier to catch. They'll eat a beetle spin as fast as you throw it out there. Shellcracker a little different. They get a lot bigger though. This is going to be fun, guys. But they're right around where I'm catching a lot of bass too. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. Going to be throwing the big worms. Don't throw a little one. That's the kind of the tip I'm going to give everybody right now. You can catch plenty of fish on a little worm. If you're throwing a stick worm, like the Cinco type baits, get the 7-inch, get the big ones. You're going to catch 2-pounders on them. And you get that around the bigger one, you're going to catch bigger fish. The big, Steve Dial sent me a few of the big nasties with a curly tail in that smoke blue. And that's one of my favorite colors. Anything with blue in it is good. And Steve also makes one, and Gambler makes it too, one that's half of it's blue. I don't know what the other color is, but half of it is blue. I had some solid blue ones, and I wish I had some more, but boy, I ran out of them fast. Those fish ate them so fast. Solid blue. You know, Bill Dance always said his 3 favorite colors for throwing a worm was blue, blue, and bluer. Yeah, so that's Bill Dance. It's good enough for Bill Dance. Throwing a worm's good enough for me. You know, so blue's always a good color. And blue is a color that holds its color at deeper depths. You know, there's been a lot of studies done about colors. Red is a color that changes colors faster. You know, we always do that red shad color here. Well, basically, you're probably throwing a brown worm, you know, if you throw red. Red's always been a good color, you know, with the rattle trap top base, the lipless baits. And I know the Paw, they make a red one. And don't have any red ones. But anyway, probably ought to have some. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today. And looking forward to that. The lake level is holding right around 11 feet. They've had a lot of rain around the lake. And a lot of people are asking me about the afternoon fishing, because I've been talking about being able to catch fish all day long. But folks, you got to watch out for these thunderstorms. There's a lot of lightning in these storms. And we haven't had a drop of rain here in Clewiston. I mean, it might have drizzled a little bit yesterday, but not enough to wet the grass. And but up across the lake, there was some severe storms. dropped a lot of water. So I expect maybe the water to come up just a little bit, but man, it's holding down there pretty good. Hope it stays the way it is right now for a while, and then maybe late in the rainy season we'll get a little rain because we need the water up just a little bit for our winter guests that come down. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of problems. I'm going to stay busy taking those guys out and showing them how to catch some fish. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. Remember, throw the bigger worms, the big 7-inch worms, the big worm, 5/0 hook, 3/16 ounce sinker. You don't need a real lightweight, and just cover a lot of water. The good thing about those big worms, like the big nasty with the curly tail, you can use that to hunt fish. You can throw it out there and just reel it. It's a good search bait. I like that pawpaw, but the problem with that pawpaw is some of my areas are so shallow, it's just hard to fish it. You have to fish it really, really fast. But if you get some wind, now the thing is, the last several days has been very, very calm. They don't really like a fast moving bait when it's really calm. Not that you can't catch some. There's just better things to use. But you get a little wind, you get a little storm, blow a little chop in, you pick that pawpaw up and cover some water with it. It'll help you find some fish. And then get the big worm out. Power pole down every time you catch a fish. We'll put the power poles down 100 times today. And that's very, very important. Total boat control. Sneak up on these fish. And I mentioned it yesterday. Change all your monofilament line to fluorocarbon. The water's getting very, very clear, and it's going to help you get a few more bites. Hey guys, I almost forgot. If you want me to ride in your boat and show you how to get there to all the good spots out on the BigO and not tear your boat up and catch fish almost any time of the day, early, late, don't matter, give Deb a call, 239-560-2704. And I'll be able to go with you. I'll carry some tackle, sit in your boat, watch you fish. And I promise you, you're going to catch some fish. And you're going to be at ease at fishing Lake Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee is a dangerous place right now with the water levels the way it is now. And I tell you what, you got to be very, very careful. Even if you know the lake really well, you still got to be very careful. And I'm going to show you how to deal with the lake at these water levels, even if it gets lower. And like I say, give Deb a call, 239-560-2704. The gentleman I fished with yesterday said that, they fish a lot of tournaments over here. A lot of club tournaments and things. And they always come over and they always have a problem catching fish. And I took them out not too long ago. And we caught fish. They said, well, why don't we just come over here and fish with you instead of coming over here and practice and wasting a lot of time. You can take us out and show us where to go, because they just like to have fun. They just like competing in the tournaments and catch some fish, and like I say, we went out yesterday and caught 30 bass, and they don't normally get to do that on their own. They would have a tough time. Plus they'd have to spend a lot of time. These guys they work, so they don't have time to come over here and spend a lot of time. So they come over here and fish with me. And I can show them where they can go catch fish, and they're having a blast, let me tell you. They had a good time yesterday. But guys, remember, 239-560-2704. If you don't, we call these ride-alongs, and I'm doing a lot of them, and I guarantee you we'll be doing a lot of them the rest of the summer with this low water. And I'm meeting a lot of really, really nice people, and it's very fun. I throw different baits behind you, try to find the best bait to be throwing. I'm going to tell you, Lake Okeechobee's alive and well, and we're catching a ton of fish out there.